Hi guys, so today I'll said I'd try this a little bit differently and do my review while I'm walking this morning. Let's, let's see how this goes. Okay, so today we're going to be reviewing The Color of Love and Between Friends. They're both by Sandra Kitt. I've had these books at least 2 decades, and I pick them up every now and again to reread them because they're just that good. So, The Color of Love is about this cop that's going through a difficult time in his life. And at one point, he was at his lowest and he met this woman. And she was very kind in a really bad situation. And he went back to actually thank her for that kindness. And from there, they started a relationship. Now, this has a lot of, I don't want to say it has a lot, it has a little bit of drama in it in regards to the fact that she's dating someone. Her sister lives with her, and her sister's dating someone. And all of these people kind of get tangled up together in a way. But it is a very good book. Now, I discovered Sandra Kitt when she was doing silhouette books when I was in high school. I have a long ride to school. We had public transportation at that time. And I'd read her book on the way to school and on the way back home. And by the time I got back home, I was done because the rides to school were about an hour and a half. And then, of course, back, which made my trip about 3 hours. So she's a very good writer. So The Color of Love, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath. So The Color of Love is an interracial book. I don't know if I said that, I probably did. And I find that I think most of the books I've read of hers are that way, or they're ambiguous and you don't know. But these particular books I'm talking about, you do know, because they're center stage on what's going on. And I like the way she addresses it. Those are the ducks I always see every morning when I walk through this park. Let's see. So that is, and it's a very good book, FYI. I don't know if I said that. I enjoyed it immensely. You can tell if I kept it this long, obviously it's a good book. So because of the interracial relationship, of course they have a lot of pushback and things of that nature. And then the other book is Between Friends. And so Between Friends is more of a family book, or about family, the dynamics you have with your family. So the main character, her mother dies when she's young. She goes to live with her father. Her father was in a previous relationship, and it was an interracial relationship. And then he married another woman, and that is the same color. They're both African American. And so she goes to live with her father and her stepmother after her mother passes away. And she has a hard time in school. She eventually makes a friend, and so that's where their friendship part comes in at. But it's a more dynamic than that. So she has a neighbor. I think, I don't know if it's next door. I don't think it's a next door neighbor, but just a scenario. She receives mail or her family receives mail from one of the neighbors. And they told her to go bring it to that particular neighbor. And she does that. And it's an older woman, up in age. They have one child. And that child is a little bit of a spoiled brat. So what occurs is that she makes friends with the older woman, and after school or maybe on the weekends she'll go by and, you know, have a little bit of, I think it's like tea and cakes with her, something like that. A very nice person. So a couple of years later, her son tries to force himself on the girl. And this man saves her. Turns out to be his half-brother, who he dislikes greatly. So I know that sounds complicated. Anyway, moving fast forward, probably about a decade later, Nicholas, I believe that's his name, is the spoiled brother. He passes away. And so they are all going to his funeral. And this is kind of where the story is centered at. Everybody has this baggage that they need to kind of clear up. She has baggage with her family because she felt like her father never defended her, her stepmother never liked her, and it potentially revolved around race. In the other family, with the woman where she went to visit, they have baggage. So this is, I don't know if it's Italian family or white family. That's kind of ambiguous from how they talked about it in the book. And that's why I love reading stuff over and over again, because I swear every time I read it, it's like something different I didn't catch before. But he has baggage, the half-sibling with his stepfather, or I shouldn't say stepfather, with his biological father. So, and then you throw in her friend, who, when she's at the funeral, she's flirting with the guy, and the guy is clearly, he's interested in the main character, but she refuses to kind of see that. So that's a whole nother dynamic. And there's other little things in there, little surprises. But ultimately, it's a good book that kind of delves deep into just family, life situations. And it really grabs your attention. So I enjoy these books immensely. Sandra Kitt is one of the best writers. So those are my review of those two books. I know I did a lot of umming and a lot of breathing heavy. Sometimes this walk is a little bit strenuous after I've done it around this circle for a while. So I'm like on my 5th or 6th go round. Anyway, I hope you like this breathy review. I probably won't do this again because I realize, one, I'm shaky, which I know a lot of my videos are. Sorry about that. But I'm usually moving. And two, I don't know if you like this. You'd have to tell me if you like something like this. If you do, I'd be happy to do it again. But I don't know if you like these shaky, breathy videos. Anyway, oh God, this went on way longer than I anticipated. It is 9 minutes and 42 seconds at this point. Well, let me let you go. Thank you so much. If you listen, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. Please let me know if you even like this. If you do, I will do it again. Thanks so much, guys. Y'all have a wonderful morning. This is my view this morning. Bye for now.